Hey, Charles Hoffman here from Plugin Alliance. 2023 was full of new plugin releases. In fact, we released so many new products that you may have missed some. There were new channel strips, EQs, compressors, a new color box, and a unique spatial audio plugin. We also saw some existing plugins get updated with new features. If you're a Megaplan subscriber, you already have access to all of the plugins in this video. If you're not a subscriber, you can start a free mega trial using the link below. This will give you access to all of Plugin Alliance's products for 30 days. Alright, let's dive into it. The Lindell 69 series plugin is a channel strip that provides bus processing capabilities. It includes a preamp, EQ, compressor, expander, meters, a master fader, and Brainworx tolerance modeling technology. This is a powerful tool for adding warmth and depth to your audio recordings. It's designed to emulate a Helios Type 69 channel, a powerful Helios F760 compressor limiter, along with the warmth of a 3-band pre-EQ 69 and 2-band passive 69.
Cause I know you got a dark side, the kind that nightmares are about, so I put some distance by being rude. You can't believe I'd ever do that to you.
The Harris Doyle Natalus DSCEQ is a dynamic stereo console EQ plugin based on hand-built hardware from Harris Doyle. At its core, this is a very colorful and musical 4-band EQ that's great for adding flavor to your tracks. It includes a unique peak level knob that allows you to apply magnetic tape-style saturation. This reduces the intensity of transient peaks in a way that's much smoother, cleaner, and more analog sounding than any conventional compressor or limiter. You can use it to tame spiky top end on acoustic guitars, synths, and percussion, or apply it to kicks and snares for a satisfying tape-like punch. While the hardware looks like a vintage unit, it was actually released in 2019. The faceplate was clearly designed to embody the warmth and rich tone of the unit. Currently, the hardware sells for almost $7,000, so it's great to see it available as a plugin. WEDGE FORCE Hydro is a 7-string virtual guitar that's a great fit for keyboard players. It's perfect for genres like metal and rock and allows you to emulate realistic guitar techniques such as pinch harmonics and palm muting. At the core of Hydro is its synthetic force engine, blending high-resolution guitar samples with artificial synthesis for lifelike MIDI guitar tracks. Its low latency is ideal for live performances, ensuring responsive and dynamic guitar parts. Hydro combines custom bridge, neck, and piezo pickups for versatile sound, suitable for both acoustic and heavy rock tracks. The addition of a 7th string, a low B, expands its range and allows you to use it for deep, guttural gent tones. Paired with the amp effects in the Megaplan, Hydro adds yet another flavor to WEDGE FORCE's lineup of virtual string instruments. Metric AB version 1.4 was released this year, and it includes a ton of new features. If you're unfamiliar with Metric AB, it's a plugin that allows you to compare your mix to a reference mix by clicking an AB button. The real power of Metric AB comes from the detailed analysis pages that it provides, allowing you to overlay your mix with a reference or view the mixes side by side. It includes loudness matching options to eliminate loudness bias that help you conduct accurate AB comparisons. You can load up to 16 reference tracks and toggle between them. Within each reference track, you can set cue points and begin playback wherever you like. Finally, there are built-in filters that allow you to solo and compare specific frequency ranges, helping you dial in your mix. New features in version 1.4 include support for Apple's M1 and M2 chips in all major plugin formats, including AAX for Pro Tools. There's a resizable UI, GUI enhancements, usability upgrades, additional file compatibility, improved filters, better DAW compatibility, and numerous bug fixes. Some big enhancements include new loudness match modes, a re-optimized graphics drawing system, enhanced filter accuracy, and expanded MIDI parameter availability. Metric AB is Plugin Alliance's top-selling plugin, so you'll definitely want to check it out. The Silver Bullet Mark II by Louder Than Liftoff is a tone amp that can color your sound and enhance its stereo image. It's a versatile plugin that can be applied to many different sound sources. For example, you can use it to thicken electric guitars, make drums beefier, and add character to vocals. Anything that needs some extra flavor can benefit from Silver Bullet. Signal running through Silver Bullet goes through 3 main stages of processing. First, it hits the Mojo amp section, where you can add color. Then it passes through the EQ section, where you can shape the tone. Finally, you can use the aspect ratio and dynarealism controls to subtly widen your mix. The place where this plugin really shines is on your stereo bus. It glues everything together in a way that's really pleasing and musical. If you want to drive the Mojo amps really hard to get creative effects, you can, but in moderation, it sounds great on pretty much any stereo bus. There's also a feature that allows you to customize the unit's serial code. When you input a new serial, a unique build of the plugin is loaded. In the hardware world, every piece of hardware will sound a little bit different due to tolerance differences and factors like age. That's the characteristic that this feature recreates, meaning 2 instances of the plugin won't necessarily sound identical. This can lead to a more natural sounding stereo image. The Brainworx BX Clipper is a clipper plugin that allows you to increase the loudness of audio while maintaining clarity. If you can't get your mix as loud as you want using a limiter, adding BX Clipper into your mastering chain can help bridge that gap. When a signal runs through a limiter and gets too loud, the limiter brings down the overall level in a way that tries its best to avoid distorting the waveform. In comparison, a clipper just shaves off the peaks in the waveform, which significantly increases loudness potential. If you dial in BX Clipper settings effectively, you can avoid unpleasant distortion while still increasing loudness. We'll link to the walkthrough video that shows you how to do this in the description below. The clipping engine found within BX Clipper offers 2 modes of operation. FET mode provides a smooth and natural sound, while diode mode delivers edgy distortion. Combined with BX Clipper's ceiling and knee controls, FET mode and diode mode allow you to choose from a spectrum of soft clipping to hard clipping effects. A really useful feature is auto trim. It analyzes the RMS difference between the input and processed signals. Then it automatically adjusts BX Clipper's output level and lets you conduct equal loudness comparisons. This helps you tame summing-related peaks that occur in instrument groups without unbalancing your mix. Mixland's Vac Attack is an optical limiter plugin, but it's not a mastering limiter. Instead, it's intended for individual tracks and groups. Vac Attack includes a vacuum tube saturation circuit that introduces beautiful harmonic richness, warmth, and character to your mixes. Its optical design delivers smooth dynamic range reduction that's perfect for compressing vocals, drums, basses, and your stereo bus. If you're a mixing engineer, you're going to love Vac Attack. It provides your groups with smooth dynamic range control as a result of the optical design. Optical compressors and limiters in the hardware world work using a really cool concept. They contain a light source, which is typically either a little light panel or LED, that gets brighter as the amplitude of the input signal gets stronger. Positioned next to the light source, a light-sensitive resistor applies gain reduction to the audio signal based on the light's brightness. The brighter the light, the more gain reduction that gets applied. The hardware unit that this limiter is based on was discontinued in 2020, and since then, the hardware has more than doubled in price on the used market. There were only 444 units made, some of them ending up in the studios of Tom and Chris Lord-Alge and Michael Brower. As some of the guys who've defined these genres, it's unsurprising that Vac Attack is a great fit for pop punk and pop rock tracks. Think artists like Green Day, Avril Lavigne, or newer artists like Olivia Rodrigo. Streamliner by ADPTR Audio is a comprehensive mastering plugin designed to optimize audio for digital streaming platforms. It features state-of-the-art metering tools for loudness, dynamics, and true peak levels. There's also a codec auditioning feature that lets you hear how your audio will sound when streamed. Streamliner offers A/B comparisons with reference tracks, automatic loudness matching, and the ability to export audio files in platform-specific codecs. This plugin lets you make informed mastering decisions by providing these features in an easy-to-use interface, ensuring your music sounds its best on Spotify, Apple Music, and many other platforms. Streamliner version 1.1 was released this year and includes a number of updates enhancing its compatibility, user interface, and functionality. It's Apple Silicon compatible with native plugins for M1 and M2 machines, and the AAX works on the latest Pro Tools Silicon build. The user interface has been optimized for better usability, including a new bypass setting and a toggle button for a simplified view. The plugin introduces zero latency in meters mode, which is ideal for tracking and mixing, and the levels presets have been relocated for easier access. There are new presets for broadcast and TVC, along with updates to existing presets for various platforms like Spotify. The True Peak meter now includes a digital display and an expanded target range. Streamliner now lets you listen to sonic artifacts produced by the encoder. It supports M4A files on Windows and offers improved sync functionality with custom start positions. The export feature has also been enhanced for batch exporting codec profiles. The THX Spatial Creator plugin allows music producers and content creators to add immersive or spatial audio effects to their mixes. It makes creating immersive audio mixes simple and accessible. You don't need to change your existing mixing workflow, and it works well with all major DAWs. You'll still render your mix as a stereo audio file, so you can upload your spatial audio mixes to every music streaming platform. As long as listeners have a normal pair of headphones, they'll be able to hear all the 360-degree audio effects in your mix. If you're new to immersive audio, we have an entire video explaining what it is. We also have another video that goes through 7 reasons why it makes sense for music producers to create binaural spatial audio mixes rather than object-based ones. Those videos will answer a lot of your questions, and we've included a link to them below. Before listening to the upcoming audio examples, make sure that you listen using a pair of headphones. THX Spatial Creator generates binaural spatial audio effects, which essentially trick your ears into hearing sounds beside, behind, below, and above you. Under the hood, it does this by manipulating the frequency response and timing of sounds, in addition to adding spatial reverb. Headphones provide a direct and isolated listening environment that allows these effects to come through most clearly. When listening with a pair of studio monitors, factors like crosstalk and the acoustics of your room will cause these spatial effects to lose definition. So you definitely need to use a pair of headphones. However, it can be any headphones that you own. Here's some examples of what this plugin can do.
'Cause I've been waiting forever, trying to mend us together, but time to show me no better. We just another disaster. 'Cause I've been waiting forever, trying to mend us together, but time to show me no better. We just another disaster. 'Cause I've been waiting forever, trying to mend us together, but time to show me no better. We just another disaster. 'Cause I've been waiting forever, trying to mend us together, but time to show me no better. We just another disaster.
The BX Console AMEK 200 by Brainworx is a transparent, precise, and detailed console plugin. It integrates the circuitry of popular plugins like the AMEK EQ200, AMEK Mastering Compressor, and the expander and gate of the BX Console AMEK 9099. All of the AMEK plugins I just mentioned are based on popular hardware, but it would be nearly impossible to combine that hardware in real life. The complexities of physically integrating the circuits are the first issue, and the cost of the components would make the console so expensive that almost nobody would be able to afford it. You need to multiply the number of components required for one channel by the number of channels that the console has, which can quickly add up. In a plugin format, these factors aren't an issue. Once you get your hands on the hardware units that you want to model, you can create digital versions of the circuits and easily modify and integrate them. You can also apply processing to as many channels as your CPU can handle. I recommend adding the BX Console AMEK 200 to the default audio and MIDI track presets in your DAW. This will create the experience of working with a hardware console, where each audio signal is running through one of the console's channel strips. You can use this plugin to mix individual tracks, groups, or your stereo bus. It includes a filter module, an expander and gate, a compressor, a limiter, a VCA clipper, and a 5-band EQ. There's built-in total harmonic distortion, V-gain, and tolerance modeling technology. A number of meters provide a look at input levels, output levels, and gain reduction. Brainworx has included their monomaker and stereo width knobs. Finally, there are a number of global parameters that provide even more control. The detail and transparency that the BX Console AMEK 200 provides make it a phenomenal option for mastering as well. Since this plugin can perform so many different mixing and mastering tasks, you don't need to use too many other plugins. You might have pitch correction on a few vocals and some creative effects like reverb and delay set up on aux tracks, but the BX Console AMEK 200 can handle the rest, and it's a great plugin to streamline your workflow. If you want to take it a step further, you can map certain parameters within the plugin to knobs, sliders, and buttons on a MIDI controller. This can add that tactile experience that's similar to working with a hardware console.
I can see them dancing in obsidian. Have your cake and eat it like a Gideon. I pity son, Elvin Wolf howl at the moon for the Valinor. Mithril for a pound at the waist, nickel avatar. Minded of the great from the ghost call on Shalimar. Salamanca almost got the ghost of Gus Azukar. Sweet, sweet back, badass song at the salad bar. Born ready like I'm Lance Stevenson, you already.
The Bettermaker Bus Compressor plugin is based on the Bettermaker Bus Compressor hardware unit, which is a VCA compressor that you can use to control the dynamics of audio material. It does this by reducing the level of signals that get too loud. If vocal bus levels or drum bus levels are jumping all over the place, you can add the Bettermaker Bus Compressor plugin to smooth out those level inconsistencies. It's great for preserving transient material and adding punch while gluing your mixes together. Delivers the warmth and vibe that makes raw studio recordings sound polished, tight, and put together. The Bettermaker Bus Compressor hardware has grown very popular amongst professional mixing and mastering engineers because it uses a 100% analog signal path that's digitally controlled. This means that you can save and recall presets, which is a huge time saver if you work with clients. You don't need to write down the settings that you used for a session or take a picture of your gear. When you buy the hardware compressor, it includes a plugin that you can use to change the hardware settings from within your DAW. If you've applied the plugin to your stereo bus, it will update the hardware with the appropriate settings and run your mix through the outboard gear. This plugin doesn't provide any sort of signal processing, it simply handles the saving and loading of presets and routes your audio to get processed externally. The plugin that Plugin Alliance released this year is not that plugin, it's a new one that doesn't rely on the hardware. Provides an enhanced version of the sound delivered by the hardware, but it applies all processing in the box.
Let's roll it back to the days when I felt alive, Let's roll it back to the days when I had the drive and my dreams were mine. Let's roll it back to the days when I felt alive, Let's roll it back to the days when I had the drive and my dreams were mine.
If you're a Megaplan subscriber, all of these new products are available at no additional cost. You can download them from the Plugin Alliance installation manager on your computer right now. If you're not a subscriber, there's a link below to start a free Mega trial. This will give you access to all of Plugin Alliance's products for 30 days. Give this video a like if it helped you out, and subscribe to the Plugin Alliance YouTube channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.